What's going on, everybody? It's GameUnboxingReviews here, and welcome back to another LEGO DC Supervillains news update. So this week we got the official San Diego Comic-Con trailer, and in this video I'm going to be breaking down everything that you might have missed and talking about a bunch of newly confirmed characters. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so first off, here we can see an awesome shot of Gorilla Grodd, Reverse Flash, the custom character, Cheetah, and Deathstroke in what can only be Gorilla City. And we do see this location a few times in the trailer, as there's a shot of the custom character fighting a gorilla minifigure, but also a scene involving Solovar, who in the comics is the former ruler of Gorilla City. But here, it looks like he is very much still in charge, until Grodd takes him down, of course. Now, I've got to say, while this all looks to be set during a level, it would be absolutely amazing if we could actually return to Gorilla City in free roam. So let's hope that that's actually possible. So in this next shot, we can see the Flash, Reverse Flash, Superman, Harley Quinn, Wonder Woman, Sinestro, and the custom character. Now, what I'm thinking is that this shot could be set quite far into the story, maybe even near the end of the main campaign. So it's possible that the heroes and villains of Earth 1 team up for one final battle against Darkseid. However, another theory I have is that I think there could be an alliance at play between Darkseid and the crime syndicate from Earth 3. So basically, we know that Johnny Quick is responsible for the disappearance of the Justice League, but the question is, where did they actually go? Well, I think that Johnny might have actually transported the Earth 1 heroes to Apocalypse, because we do know that Darkseid plays a big role in this story, hence the reason he's even on the box art. But then the question remains, where is Batman, Cyborg, Aquaman, and Green Lantern in this shot? Well, it could just be off camera, but I guess we will just have to wait and see. Up next, we have this very cool shot of the usual Crime Syndicate members. We've got Sea King, Power Ring, Owlman, Ultraman, Superwoman, Grid, and Johnny Quick. But we can also see our very first in-game look at Deathstorm, who we get an even better look at later in the trailer. And I've got to say that he looks extremely awesome, and I cannot wait to play as him in this game. Now, as well as Deathstorm, if we go back to this image, on the right we can see another character in between Superwoman and Johnny Quick. Now, her name is Atomica, and she is a spy for the crime syndicate with the ability to shrink her body to varying degrees. So she's basically the Earth 3 version of the Atom, which is pretty cool. And with Atomica now confirmed, hopefully that means that we'll get some variation of the Atom as a playable character in this game as well. Here we can see a very cool shot of Gorilla Grodd, Killer Frost, Scarecrow, the custom character, and our very first in-game look at Sinestro, who has already been confirmed, but it's still great to see just what his minifigure design will look like in this game. Now, this next shot is very exciting because here we can see Harley Quinn, Cheetah, Livewire, Reverse Flash, Penguin, and a great new look at Deadshot and Clayface. However, there's also some new yet familiar faces as well. On the left we can see Two-Face, who has a design that kind of reminds me of a combination between Two-Face's pink suit from DC Rebirth and the way that Tommy Lee Jones's face looked in the Batman Forever movie. Now, if we stick with this scene but change the shot, we can also see a much better look at two newly confirmed characters, those being Captain Boomerang and possibly Malcolm Merlyn, aka the Dark Archer, a character that most of you will know from the CW shows played by John Barrowman. And if you listen carefully to when Merlyn says they don't play fair, it sounds to me like Barrowman might actually be reprising his role for this game. Now, I could be wrong, and the person who's voicing Merlyn could just sound similar to John Barrowman, but if you think back to what Arthur said at E3, he explained that this game might have the best voice cast that they've ever had in a LEGO video game, because everyone TT Games wanted to voice a character, they got. You know, they got Tara Strong, they got Kevin Conroy, they got Mark Hamill, so having John come back honestly doesn't seem impossible to me. Now, going back to Clayface, we can see a much better look at his minifigure design in this shot, but an even better look at his amazing new big figure form in this part of the trailer. Now, personally, I was very shocked to see that Clayface wasn't in LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. So to see him make a return in this game, and in such a big way, is just awesome to see. Here we get a really cool shot showcasing a room full of villains, including a great new look at Captain Cold, plus the Joker, Catwoman, Gorilla Grodd, Reverse Flash, the custom character, Clayface in his minifigure form, Harley Quinn, Sinestro, the Riddler, and a newly confirmed character that is of course the one and only Black Adam. And hopefully with this character now confirmed, we'll also see Shazam in the game as well, because I just absolutely love the fact that we could switch between Billy Batson and Shazam at any time in LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. So it would be really great to see that feature return in LEGO DC Supervillains. Lastly, for the newly confirmed characters that we see in the trailer, in this shot we can of course see the Clock King in his original costume that he wore whilst he was in the Injustice League. And I've always liked how wacky this classic design is, so I personally think he looks awesome in this game and I can't wait to see what abilities he has. So now that we're done talking about all of the new characters that we see in the trailer, for this last part of my breakdown video, we're now going to be talking about all of the pieces that we see in the customizer that confirm even more new characters. So first up, this piece obviously belongs to Firefly, who I actually really enjoy playing as in LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. So it'll be interesting to see if he's had any kind of upgrade in this game. Up next we have this piece which confirms that Condiment King is in the game. Now I've definitely seen this character requested, so a few people should be happy to see him return in this game, and rightfully so, because I remember him being a lot of fun to play as in LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. So it'll be interesting to see how different he plays this time around. Now a lot of you have been asking me to talk about this piece, which obviously belongs to the Calendar Man, but I didn't want to confirm that character until I was 100% certain that he was in the game. Well, thanks to the official DC Comics YouTube channel, we now know that he is absolutely in LEGO DC Supervillains, because during some gameplay the player hovered over this piece and the name for it of course mentioned Calendar Man. Now this next piece belongs to a character called Adam Strange, who was an archaeologist that was suddenly teleported away from a dig site on Earth to the planet of Ran in another galaxy thanks to the Zeta Beam, which was created by the planet's leader, Sardaf. Adam soon befriended the planet's inhabitants and took up a flight pack and ray gun to assist them. So he's a pretty cool character, and I definitely like his costume. Hopefully we'll actually get a good look at this character in a screenshot or some gameplay during the rest of San Diego Comic-Con. Now this last piece belongs to a character that I've seen many people request, but I'm very curious to see the response to this iteration of the villain being in this game. So as you can see here, this piece belongs to James Craddock, better known as Gentleman Ghost. Now most of you will probably know him as the spectral entity dressed fully in white from animated shows like Batman the Brave and the Bold and Justice League Unlimited. Well, if this attachment piece is anything to go by, then I believe that we'll actually be getting the new 52 version of the character instead, as you can see that his shoulder pads in this image are very similar to the LEGO attachment that we see in the customizer. And last but most certainly not least, many of you asked if you gave your custom character wings, would they flap? Well, as we see at the end of this trailer, there is a custom character with butterfly wings that are definitely flapping, so that is awesome to see. But this part of the trailer also shows us that the Hall of Justice, which you can see on the bottom left, and Star Labs, which you can see on the right, are part of Metropolis in the game's hub world. Whether we'll be able to enter these buildings or not remains to be seen, but that would definitely be a really cool addition to this game. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Now this trailer has already shown us a bunch of new characters that we'll be able to play as in LEGO DC Supervillains, but definitely stay tuned because I've got even more news to talk about in my next upcoming videos. Anyway guys, as always I want to thank you all very much for watching. Stay tuned for lots more videos real soon, and as always please remember to like, comment and subscribe.